Yeah, I'll be sitting here talking to y'all. Yeah, I'll be biting my lips a lot. I apologize. I'll be all dry with it. All right. But what I really want to say in this recording, let's upload this post, is that I think every time I try to record something, I'm going to go ahead and share it. Damn the retaliation of others and all that bullshit. I know we all be so like, ooh. I know my story ain't going to be the only, my child's is not the only one. It's going to be coming. If it ever has it come already, it'll be coming. Maybe not on a YouTube video or TikTok or wherever. It just comes out a different way. Maybe people already sued and got lawsuits and shit handled. I don't know. But I'm sharing because I keep thinking about how my son described the slapping of the little boy in the cafeteria, the special needs student, fellow student of his at the time. And the parent doing it as the only adult in the cafeteria with the children at the time. And how the kid just kept smiling while he was getting slapped in the face. You understand that the type of child she was slapping in the face, taking her anger out or frustration on, is that type of child who was smiling the whole time and smiled afterwards. That's why I'm angry. You understand? That's why I'm angry, and I'm going to use my voice and I'm going to talk about it. People do not send their kids to school to get slapped out by an unprofessional paraprofessional who's just trying to get a bill paid, her nails done, and wigs on her head. That's not why. That's not why. Okay? Clock it, because that's all they be about. Most of these young women and men even. Like, people do not send their kids to school for that bullshit. I don't care how nice people seem in the schools that your child go to. You have no idea what's going on when you're not there. I'm going to tell you the true story what happened days before. Probably a week exactly before school shut down in 2019. Dead ass pipe. I had the feeling it was going to happen. Me and another parent were looking at the school across the street because we knew so many kids were not coming to school. The classes were damn near empty. There's already small school classroom settings that our children were in. 8 kids would have been there. There was only 3 kids. We were like, okay, people ain't sending kids like that. We hear all the stuff about COVID and all this. So we're like, okay, well, our kids ain't coming tomorrow neither. But among one of those days, I still let my son go before I said, I'm going to keep you home and let them know why. And then days after that, the announcement, school shutting down. Well, I go pick him up, and it's a AP there. We thought she was a nice Christian woman. She went with her husband to Egypt and, Jerusalem and whatever. Her Jerusalem trip. I was listening to her talk about that. But I'm looking at the cereal, my son, Cheerios on a string that he was eating off the naked desk. This is a desk I saw people put their feet on, put backpacks on. And I was thinking to myself, and I voiced like, he can't eat off of anything in here. He's just eating off the naked table. A little dirt would hurt him. She told me a little dirt won't hurt my child because he's eating off the naked table. Days later, school's closed, COVID.